What's going on, guys? You're checking out QGinHQ. I am your host, Chris, and we have another statue today here in the HQ. Thanks again to my good friend Genaro. That is the Michael Keaton Batman statue by Sideshow Collectibles. This thing is awesome. He wasn't planning on getting it. It was one of those things that popped up. The price was right. So, let's get into it. Like always, starting out with a 360 of the box, you have the words Batman on the front with a silhouette of himself, and then you have the statue itself on the back. Pretty plain box, it's a little beat, but the price was worth it. So this is number 550 out of 2500. Let's go ahead and get this open and see what we're dealing with. On the back of the styrofoam, you have a small pocket which contains the actual cape for the statue. The first piece of the statue that we're going to be looking at, obviously, is the base, which is extremely large. And on the bottom of the base, you have the Batman logo with the Sideshow logo as well, with the edition size. Taking a closer look at the base itself, it really does remind you of something that you would find beneath Wayne Manor in the actual Batcave. You have the stone protruding, the metal staircase coming down with the glossy finish. It's done really well in my opinion. Next up is the body itself that fits into the top of the base very easily by pushing in the pegs to their assigned slots. Just be careful while doing this. You can really see Sideshow's attention to detail on this piece, even down to the Nikes Keaton wore on set. Really cool. I like the definition of the chest piece, even down to the plain yellow belt. Next up, we have the cape, which holds on via Velcro. This part could be a little tedious, but just have some patience. Make sure the cape is pulled all the way around tight and runs flush to the back of the body. Just go ahead and throw the head on top. And then the last piece is the arm. Everything is held in magnetically, including the 3 bats that hang below the staircase to really give it that Batcave feel. This statue comes in at 20 pounds in weight and reaches about 27 inches high from base to head. It retails for $399.99 USD and I believe is still available on Sideshow's website. Of course, I will link that down below. I absolutely love how this statue captures the classic Keaton Batman to the T. So this being Genaro's piece, here is his take on why he wanted this in his collection. So please, again, give it up for my very good friend, Genaro.
Hey guys, it's me again. So here we have the Sideshow Collectibles premium format statue of the Michael Keaton from the 1989 Batman movie. I'm just going to start off by saying this is my first Sideshow piece. I'm actually in awe. I mean, the detail is astounding. I mean, most pieces from Sideshow, if anyone's familiar with it, I mean, they put out top tier stuff. As far as detail and realism goes, I don't think it could be beat. You know, I told you guys I was a big collector of bone design statues and really big into their Marvel stuff. I love how it's very comic book accurate. Sideshow Collectibles will take something off the screen or off the comic book page and just add as much detail as possible, making it a little bit more realistic, not necessarily comic book accurate, but definitely movie accurate. Comic book accurate too, you know, it depends on what you're looking for. But, you know, Bone Designs has more of these, you know, cartoony, smooth, you know, it looks animated where these look real. And this one was, you know, I wanted it since I first laid eyes on it at the end of 2014. They announced that you could put it up for pre-order. There's an exclusive version. This is the regular standard version. The exclusive one has a grappling hook in his hand, but this one just got the plain hand over here. If you move his cape, you could see it. Michael Keaton, to me, is the Batman. I wouldn't even say he's the best. I mean, at best, it's not really. It's up to a matter of opinion at that point. It's up to opinion of whoever chooses their favorite Batman. You know, I like all the different Batmen for different reasons. There's Michael Keaton. There's Val Kilmer. There's George Clooney. There's Christian Bale, and now Ben Affleck. And if you want to count Adam West, you can. But, you know, born in 87, you know, growing up, and, you know, about 3-4 years old. I mean, it came out in 89, I was only 2 years old. But seeing Michael Keaton, you know, Batman Returns is probably my favorite Batman movie next to Batman Begins. And I feel, you know, it's just, it kicks up the nostalgia, you know, and that's exactly what this piece does, seeing it. I mean, if you take a look at it, it's got the armor. I mean, I don't know if you guys remember from Batman Returns, have more of like a streamlined, more, you know, simplistic armor, but this is the, you know, 1989 costume down to the T. Even like the mask, it's a little bulkier. You know, it's got the bat right there from the first movie. The yellow belt pretty much stays the same, I think, in the second movie, my memory. I mean, I think the coolest detail of it was if you watch any of the making of specials, they have these sneakers that fit into the boots, I guess, for comfort, and they're actually Nikes, and the statue actually captures that. which is amazing. You know, looking at it, I didn't think, I was like, whoa, you know, it's something that really stood out to me. But yeah, being my first Sideshow piece is definitely an accomplishment. You know, Sideshow is definitely on the more expensive side. Again, you know, something's only worth what you're willing to pay for it. But to me, this is something that I definitely want to have, you know, along with all my other stuff. You know, I'm going to display it proudly. And being that it's Batman, you know, it's DC's favorite character. You know, it's the most, without a doubt, the most popular, you know, DC character. I'm actually a Superman guy, but the statue speaks for itself. You know, if you like Michael Keaton, you're a fan of the movie, and you have a couple extra bucks, it's definitely a statue worth getting. And if you do a quick turn of it, I mean, the cape is, I want to say it's nylon. I think it's nylon. You know, I haven't really even read. I was so quick to open it and attack it and just take a look at it for myself. But you give it a quick, and like one of the coolest features of it over here is actually these bats. You know, the steps are actually showing the Batcave. These bats are magnetic. I mean, they pop right off, but you know, you just put them right in there. It's such a cool little touch to it, and that's really all I have to say about it. I really love it. I love the details. It looks like Michael Keaton exactly, and that's really it.
So there you have the Sideshow Batman. If you want to give Genaro a follow on Instagram, check him out at Genaro. Check me out on Twitter at QGinHQ. Let me see some of your collection. Give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe. See you guys in the next one.